What's the evidence you can trust a 2,000-year-old book called the Bible to give you any type of truth? And the more I studied, the more I found that indeed Jesus Christ is the truth. No, I can't prove Christ, but I can't prove anything in life. To prove means to show that it cannot be another way. I can't prove to you that I'm not just a bad dream you guys are having right now. But the overwhelming evidence is, no, I'm sitting here and you're sitting there. So I can't prove that God exists, but the overwhelming evidence of order and design pointing to a designer, of this innate drive for meaning in life, of love. Love demands there be more to reality than simple matter and energy, simply biochemical reactions. There's got to be some type of spiritual being who creates us with this innate ability to love. So when you begin to think and observe your experience of life, indeed, you begin to understand God is real.
When I came into being an adult, I found how slippery it is to become your own God. And when you find your success, when you find your power, when you find your money, when you find your lane, and you find nobody's hovering over you telling you what's good or what's bad, I decided that, you know what, I'm an adult. Let me ponder what life would be without God. And I could confidently tell you, from a man who's had a relationship with Christ since a very, very young age, separating myself from God was the best way I could put it, is putting myself in a dark place. No light. Very, very alone and very, very scary. So I gave up my light to try to find my own light. I'm my own light.
In middle school and in high school, and then really intensely in college, people challenged my belief in Christ. And because I do not want to believe in Jesus just because I've been hoodwinked or brainwashed into believing him, but I want to believe in him because he's reliable, I had to do a lot of skeptical questioning, a lot of thinking, and a lot of studying. And I am not a natural student. I am not an intellectual. I would prefer to play tennis or basketball or just hang out. But because I was asked so many hard questions, that challenged me to think through, why do I believe in Christ? What's the evidence that God exists? What's the evidence that Jesus is reliable? What's the evidence that there's life after death? What's the evidence you can trust a 2,000-year-old book called the Bible to give you any type of truth? And so that forced me, against my will, to study and to find evidence to support this faith. And that was a very healthy exercise. And the more I studied, the more I found that indeed Jesus Christ is the truth.